5 people are dead after a plane crash this morning in Lafayette. The plane crashed shortly after takeoff in a wooded area off Fouffalais Road next to the post office and behind the Pinhook Walmart. According to the Lafayette Fire Department, one person survived the crash and was taken to the hospital, their condition unknown at this hour. 3 other people on the ground were injured and taken to the hospital when the plane crashed. Let's head out live to the scene of the crash where Chris Welty is standing by near the intersection of Fouffalais and Vero School Road with the latest. Chris.
Hey Jim, right now the coroner's office is on scene. They're moving the bodies into their van to bring them for autopsies. And throughout the day, we've been hearing stories of people helping people, people trying to rush to the scene immediately following the crash to try and pull anyone that they could out of the plane. Now, one eyewitness I spoke with said that he heard the plane circling a nearby apartment complex right here off of Pinhook and Vero School Road. And then he said that he heard it hit the power lines right nearby, which crews right now, they're working to restore power to this area, and then he saw the plane go down. Now, he said that he ran to go and trying to help, but really there was nothing that he could do. Another person I talked to said that she saw that the plane was on fire and that nearby cars were also on fire. She was going to run to help, and then one of the cars in the post office parking lot right here on Vero School Road exploded, so she couldn't go any closer. She said that she didn't want to put her own life in jeopardy. Now, let me step out of frame and you can see just how destructive this whole thing was. You can see that there's a car that's actually charred and flipped over on its side. The explosion's so powerful out here this morning. And windows to the post office were also blown out. Now, we were told that people were calling 911, the phone lines were jammed, and before emergency officials arrived, citizens took it amongst themselves to block the road so that no one could get any closer, and that way no other lives were put in jeopardy. Now, once again, 6 people were on the plane, 5 are dead, and we do have some sound I want you to take a listen to of people describing the plane going down.
When the airplane it was tilted, when it was tilted like that, it came like it hit that post first, then it tipped to hit the Suburban, then came straight to hit that white Jeep, and then the plane flew. Then the back of the tail flew right into the thing, and then it went straight. And then the plane just blew up.
Now, earlier this morning, I was on the other side of the crash scene, and I did talk to a man. He said that he was friends with the people that were on the plane. He told me that they were actually on their way to Atlanta to go to the LSU game. Live in Lafayette, Chris Welty, KATC TV3.
Hey Chris, thanks. The investigation just beginning there at Fouffalais and Vero School Road. Now, that crash happened 1 mile west of the runway from where the plane took off. The plane hit a power line shortly after taking off from Lafayette Regional Airport. The fire from that crash leaving the post office with damage there. There's a look at Fouffalais Road. Now, these photos that you're seeing were sent in of the crash, sent to us by viewers throughout the morning. And right now, police are urging people to avoid this area. One person who lives nearby tells us the weather conditions may have played a part in the crash.
He was crashing. He was going down. He had turned sideways. I think what happened, he got inverted in the fog and got disoriented. And once he came out of the fog, which is when I saw him, he was right above my tree over here. He wasn't high at all. And once he did that, I think he tried to throttle up to get the plane, maybe try to pull it up again, but by the time he throttled up, he was facing the ground, and he hit hard.
And here's what we've learned from the FAA this afternoon. They say the plane is a Piper fixed-wing multi-engine aircraft. The registered owner of the plane is Cheyenne Partners LLC, which is based out of Lafayette. According to the flight plan, the plane took off at 9:20 this morning and was scheduled to land at an airport just outside Atlanta 2 hours later. The flight plan also says the plane last flew on December 18th going from Houston to Lafayette. The FAA says the plane crashed under unknown circumstances and federal investigators are now on their way to Lafayette. Again, police asking everybody to avoid the area of Fouffalais and Vero School Road. That area closed down while the investigation into this morning's fatal plane crash continues there in Lafayette.